Good evening, Mr. Obri Boahene.
Perfect.
The Deputy Secretary, General Secretary of the ruling National Party, MPP, right?
Perfect.
You're welcome to Star FM Online, as well as Ghanaian Times. My name is Nyanfeiku ANDOR, and then we are going to just have a chit chat. So, welcome to Paris.
It's a pleasure talking to you.
You're welcome. What is your purpose being here, actually?
Well, double food. First is to serve as the guest speaker of the Boahene for Citizens Union in France. Basically, that is what brought me here. I took advantage of my arrival over here to interact with the MPP activists, supporters, and sympathizers in Paris.
Now that's basically why you're here.
Just basically as the guest speaker of the Boahene for Citizens Union. That's why they invited me. Once upon my arrival, I decided to take advantage to interact with the MPP supporters.
How did it go? How has it been going?
Extremely perfect. All the interactions with the Boahene for Citizens and the MPP supporters are extremely perfect, beyond my comprehension.
How long have you been staying here in Paris?
I came on the 28th. I'll be leaving tomorrow.
So soon?
Perfect. I have a lot to do back home.
What do you have to do? Tell
I'm
me.
a lawyer by profession, and you should know that. I have a lot of clients to attend to.
Is it paying?
Oh, well, that is meant for my profession. I don't think that I should have to avoid that. But this is quite a very good job.
Of course, to be a lawyer, I mean, it takes a lot, huh? To get through it and then to be, which one? Is it the KJTR or is the one in Makola? That's a joke.
Yes. Oh, no, the Makola one.
The Makola. Anyway, back to the subject. What do you say of the issue of Apia stadiums? The blah 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 concerning his utterances. You know what I'm saying?
Personally, I've decided to just treat it with the contempt that it deserves. I think that by virtue of my experience in politics, my pedigree in the law profession, I don't need to waste my time on this Apia Stadium episode at all. Perhaps the only advice I'll give is that we need to be very careful and cautious. I mean, you don't rain insults on a sitting president. Apart from that, Apia Stadium, of course, I think that, like I said, my pedigree, my standard, my experience in politics and life, I must treat it with the content deserves. I don't need to lower my standard to be embroiled in this discussion of Apia Stadium. But where I felt quite uneasy was when General Mosquito, Asiedu Nketia, was telling the whole world that the Apia Stadium was justified. I mean, that one is quite unacceptable. In the light of the fact that Apia Stadium himself confessed that he has erred. So why should General Mosquito, why should he come out to defend Apia Stadium? General Mosquito is lowering the standard in politics. I think I must use this opportunity.
Okay.
It's lowering the standard in politics.
On what basis? Why is he lowering it?
Where you have character like Apia Stadium having rain insults on a certain president, and he himself had come out to render unqualified apology. I don't see how a general secretary of a big party like NDC, you should try to be justifying what Apia Stadium did. So I've said that the man is lowering standard in politics.
Who actually?
General Mosquito, of course.
On what basis? The biggest opposition party's general secretary.
Yes, the defense he put in for Apia Stadium. Where if the man had himself had not rendered an unqualified apology to the president and the people of Ghana, that is a different thing. But the man himself said that, look, I've erred. I will never do that again. I think I was misled by some people. Therefore, there was no basis for him to come in with the justification that Apia Stadium was justified in saying so.
Okay, so he erred, you mean?
Apia Stadium himself admitted that he erred. I'm saying that by doing so, General Mosquito was lowering the standard in politics.
Okay. That is your omission.
And I think that is the position of objective-minded person.
That is your perception, because
that is the position of a fair-minded, average human being.
Because the NDCs are very happy about it.
Happy ones, not all of them. The matured ones are worried. I tell you, the matured ones. Oh, I don't want to mention names.
Why don't you want to mention?
Oh no, I don't want to. I don't want to. That's just a matter which is not for public consumption. But I think that the matured ones are extremely worried. But that is their own affair.
Free SHS.
The best. Hallelujah.
Talk to us about it. We are here in France, and then we've been hearing about it and all that. So let us just brief us on that and then how it's going.
It's going on well. But like every human institution, of course, you have some problems here and there. But with passage of time, you would be able to resolve all those problems. But I think that it's quite good, extremely good. It now affords the lower income and the opportunity to have the son or the daughter to be in the secondary school. It's a very good opportunity. But if Ghana had started with this concept about 20-30 years back, I believe Ghana will not be in the position where she finds herself. It is a very laudable concept. Yesterday, somebody whispered to me that a similar concept is going on in Ethiopia. I was very much surprised. So Ethiopia, a country which some of us think that, well, it's not up to Ghana standard. With due respect.
Okay.
To Ghana standard. They have succeeded in.
You earlier said there were challenges. What kind of challenges are you?
The placement.
Talk to us.
Placement. For instance, some were placed in schools which do not have boarding facilities. So imagine you have a son who is being schooled in Tamale. He has gained admission in Accra, and you don't have the boarding facility. These are our challenges. So next time around, I think that they should look at those schools with boarding facilities, those schools without boarding facilities, and then we can build upon that. So these are some of the challenges.
Are you saying the Minister of Education, what's his name? He hasn't done his work properly?
No, not at all. It is not the work of the minister. Placement is not the work of the minister. It is not the work of the minister.
Okay.
It is the work, there is a committee for that. But like I said, it's a human institution. Definitely there will be challenges. Definitely there will be challenges. You cannot rule that. You are not dealing with angels. You are dealing with human beings. That system is human-oriented, human-controlled, human-organized. So invariably there will be challenges. That is a common phenomenon.
Continue.
So that is a common phenomenon. So I think that it's a very laudable exercise. And
all right.
Next year around, we think that we will not have those challenges.
Okay. That's interesting. I mean, of course, as you're saying, it can be that, it can be so. But there are a couple of wranglings, I mean, here and there surrounding A+ issue on Unibank, back to you know what I'm saying, the Kolebu issue. I mean, what's your take on that?
A+ issue, Kolebu issue. You see, I initially, when this matter came out, before the police, the audio cassette came out, that before that, I'm taking the opportunity to do my background check and realized that there was no iota of truth. There was no.
As a lawyer, how can you conclude by this?
I see.
Talk to us.
Lawyers, you put the pieces together, then you arrive at a conclusion. The conclusion may be a presumption. Presumption, you may not be 100% correct, but at least that the level of correctness in that particular case, I realized that there was no element of truth. It was just after I had come out with the information that there was no element of truth, then this audio. But I still stand by what I said. That there's no element of truth. However, you see, as an elder of the party, I think that people should stop throwing mud against each other. It will not serve any purpose. let me use this opportunity to advise all the combatants.
Okay.
In the supreme interest.
Who are the combatants?
The combatants, obviously, my own nephew Kwambafo, Abronye, A+, JUNIMOE, and Ascenso. And then the supporters. They are supporters. I think that in the supreme interest of the party, they should let's meet at the party headquarters and iron out all the differences. It serves no purpose if they try to trade in insults, casting insinuations, vilifying each other, lampooning each other. It will not serve any purpose at all.
But are you aware that people are raising concerns or putting into this case that the person behind is Kennedy Japan, your own financier, Kennedy Japan?
I beg to differ.
All right.
I beg to differ. Kennedy is a legal entity. A+ is a legal entity. JUNIMOE a legal entity. Ascenso a legal entity. So I beg to differ. Each has the right to express its own views and sentiments. A+ is matured enough. Kennedy is mature. Ascenso is mature. JUNIMOE is mature. My own nephew Kwambafo is matured enough. So it serves no purpose if we try to placate somebody. All the characters involved are matured enough. So it serves no purpose at all as to single out Kennedy and create the impression that without Kennedy, A+ has no mind of his own.
But I think Kennedy has been a thorn in the flesh to the MPP nowadays.
Oh, honestly speaking, for me, I beg to differ.
Why again you bet?
Yes, see, we call ourselves Democrats. Our forefathers used to be referred to as democracy. People were finding difficulty to pronounce democracy. So in the olden days, in the late 49s and the early 50s, we were being branded as Domo, the rule of law. These are the apostles of rule of law. These are the disciples of democracy. These are the people who cherish, express your views. No wonder, therefore, during the tenure of President President Kufuor, he repealed the criminal libel. Everyone is entitled to express his views and sentiments. Sometimes it will be distasteful. Sometimes it may not be palatable to you. But it serves no purpose as to create the impression that this person A or B or C has been a thorn in flesh of the empire.
But how can, excuse me, sir, how can A+ be able, have the audacity to lambast two deputy chiefs of staff?
I believe this is a question you should just give it to A+. Don't Nana Obri Boahene sitting here.
But you're deputy general secretary?
But that doesn't mean that I control his mind.
So you mean he's mad?
No, I'm saying that doesn't mean that I control his mind. I'm saying that he's matured enough to know between what is good and what is bad. And therefore, if you ask me the question that how did A+, how did he get the courage to as it were, to attack?
And how are you dealing with it as an entity, as a governing political party?
We are handling it with tact, but it is not every information I would have watched out to you here.
Fuel prices now. Let's do it quick, Jiffy. I mean, I'm taking all your time, sir. Fuel prices. People are crying about it. How about that? You have any
It's
idea?
unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
All right.
Because people have to cough money. It's unfortunate. But like the Minister for Energy assured all of us that they are looking out for a way out. It's unfortunate. That's the only response. But the minister is going all out to, and he has assured us that they will do their best to ensure that the price gets down.
I guess you were dancing to the tunes of Unapo and then all
Naturally,
that.
yes, I should be extremely happy.
Yeah?
Naturally, yes.
Talk to
We
us.
were in opposition for 8 years. Now we are in power.
Okay.
This is some very good news.
Okay.
The way some of us suffered when we were opposition. And interestingly, Ghanaians were yearning for a change. Ghanaians are looking out to a government that will take them to the promised land. Ghanaians were fed up with the massive corruption. Corruption beyond control. Ghanaians were not comfortable with a leader who will be exhibiting ineptitude. a leader who is corrupt, a political party that is corrupt, a leader, tell me, I mean, name them all. The man was so weak, inefficient, incompetent, that's the word. He was an embodiment of contradiction in politics.
Okay.
An embodiment of contradiction in politics. And as for Mahama, it's a good riddance for Ghanaians.
Are you sure?
Oh, it's a good riddance. I've heard some supporters saying that Mahama will come again 2020. Let him come. Let him come.
But Bagman has popped up. How about that?
Well, I think that even it's a matter for NDC. Why do we waste our time talking about that? Let me very much comfortable. What
your last words to Ghanaians across the world, across the globe, in France, here as you've had a privilege to visit the MPP and then the chairman himself as well.
It's a memorable occasion. My prayer is that the good Lord above guides, protects, and guides Nana Obri MPP to take us to the promised land. Now, there are positive signs in Ghana that look. This is a government that has been in power for about 9 months. But there are positive signs that we can deliver. And Ghanaians are rallying round, the Ghanaians are prepared to support us. And we are going to deliver. We are going to deliver with the advent of the free senior high school. Now government has paid substantial amount of the indebtedness of National Health Insurance Authority. Now contractors, some of them have been paid. Now road contractors. Now allowance, students allowance. Now training allowance. The signs are so bright. So much so that I can assure you that all of you should come back home and Ghana to assist with the development. You are all welcome. One district, one factory.
Are we to come to Ghana and then for you people to tell us that we are whining?
As for that whining comment, it was uncomfortable. Otherwise, a human being. And I think that I've taken several opportunities to express to express my deep-seated apology to all those who were affected by that sentiment of that minister. The minister himself has also rendered an apology. So it's not a question of whining, it's a question of united we stand, divided we fall. The minister, well, it was uncomfortable, it was unacceptable statement. He has rendered an apology. United we stand, come all of us, all hands on deck.
Thank you very much having you on Star FM Online, Ghanaian Times as well. My name is Nyanfeiku ANDOR.
I am Nana Obri Boahene,
Nana,
right.
All the best and then see you again.
It's a pleasure.
Merci.